Doggyland. Alright, let's talk about two things that don't go together, like coffee and Jack Daniels, or dating and gaming. I was reading some stuff online and talking to a friend of mine who is trying to get back out there, right? And part of the fun that I have is they keep getting on different apps. And I told them they should actually stay off of the apps, because it's nothing to be gained. It is the carousel. It is literally the cock and cooch carousel.
Serious trauma detected.
Fuck.
Agent deceased.
I just got killed fucking around. So it is literally the cock and cooch carousel. So I'm sitting there going through it with them about who you are and what you're looking for is not what you see on these freaking apps. That's not what you see. You're not going to have somebody being 100% honest with you on there. And even if you did, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell. It's like, especially modern folks are filled with so much bullshit, they don't know if they're telling the truth their damn self, let alone you. So, like I told my children before, the first person you lie to is yourself. Because you're going to tell yourself that you are better than you actually are. You're going to hope for yourself better than you actually fucking deserve. Right. So, with that in mind, when they ask me about certain things and they're reading off these fucking profiles, I'm just sitting there, you know, psychologically breaking them down. It's like, and I share with them the story of how I met one of my exes, which was, I only met her because I called her on her bullshit that she wrote on her profile. That was it. That was the whole way I met her. I called her out on her bullshit. Like, in the fucking app, because I just had that much distaste for the damn thing. So I said, fuck it. And told her she wasn't spontaneous. None of that shit. And if you're so spontaneous, here, we got a date this night. How about that? This night of the week, we have a date. Expect you to be there, since you like spontaneity. Now, to her credit, she showed up, and 2.5 years later, we finally did part ways. But it only happened that way because I called the person on their bullshit. I didn't take what they put on an app as being true and gospel. What up, Aria? Chocolate Witch is in the building. I'm sitting here relating a story that was some stuff I was thinking about, talking to this friend on another. They back at the app game, and I think it's silly and a waste of time. But you know, grown folks do what grown folks do. There you go. So, I was actually almost there. Good. I think it's silly personally because people aren't actually being honest. Right? Their belief is that this is the way you have to do things nowadays, and I don't agree. I believe things nowadays are overcomplicated.
Incoming hostiles detected.
What up, Beastly? I got something for your ass too tomorrow. Lost my train of thought. I need to stop answering that shit.
Watching the Division 2 gameplay make me want to get the game.
Should get the game. You can jump in on this shit. Like when me and B&T team up, or Artie Idmore, you can jump on in and have a whole little squad. It ain't gonna be Rainbow Six. It might be Black Bro Six, but it ain't gonna be Rainbow Six. They so into trying to make sure any brothers that actually got some affinity for each other and give a shit have to be labeled some kind of have to be some innuendos. Since people love hijacking shit, Rainbow got hijacked. No matter how much of an artist you used to be, you can't like it anymore because it's not yours anymore. It doesn't belong to everybody anymore. Anyway, like I was saying, so
Supply room access.
most of the people on here are full of on there are full of shit, and the way I learned how to do it from my boy Ron, since he had a master's in psychology, I had my, not at that time, but I worked on my bachelor's in psychology after he passed. You always read that stuff and you take the opposite from it, right? Because that's usually what it is, right? It's like, I'm sitting there breaking this down to my friend, right? It's like, oh, what about this one? I'm like, that's so fucking stupid. Why the hell would you need an attorney who's looking for somebody to take care of her and treat her like a queen? Why would you need to treat an attorney like a queen? Don't they have enough money for themselves? I'm asking them. Check her status, see if there's anything in there about divorce or kids. Because if you want to listen to good brother Kevin, one of the women you never date is an attorney. Never ever. You might want to date her in law school, but you don't want to date her once she out. Like, nah, bruh. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. You've been keeping your record clean with law enforcement. Okay. Look, there's a reason why certain type of chicks get jobs in the government. And it ain't necessarily about justice. It's not Barbara Gordon out there, okay? It's a place where a lot of money is, a lot of dudes, and a lot of power that can be wielded against people that they don't like. It's just what it is. I know some decent female lawyers, I do. That's decent folks. But I also know some people who grimy. And that's just part of the spectrum. Oh God, I'm just bringing back supplies. Good. That's just what I needed. So I'm going through this stuff, and it was kind of making me laugh at the same time because the question came up. So what is like the prognosis for modern dating? And my thinking is, this shit gonna go away. You're not gonna be dating no more. You're not. I mean, since he's been a topic of conversation all week, you know, the baby daddy of seven kids. Look, how did he even get pregnant? 7. How could he even impregnate 7 women out of the number of women he was dealing with? Because the motherfuckers had their legs open. That's how it works. Apparently, it wasn't hard. And since he said most of them were not people that he was in love with or just met that day and a couple hours before hooked up with, they ain't looking for no damn relationship, no matter what they say. They're not. If they were, they could stay in one.
A lot of women operate based on their sexual urges.
Yeah, I agree, Arya. And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, but you got to keep it in context for what it is, right? Men operate on their sexual urges too, but that's par for the course. That's kind of our deal. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We didn't operate on our sexual urges if you was waiting for 40-year-old men to all impregnate the earth and spread the seeds, you'd die off because we wouldn't be doing this shit. It'd be like, fuck that. I don't feel like dealing with that shit. You know, it would never work. The human race would die off in a generation because we wouldn't be bothered. We damn sure ain't worried about trying to have a bunch of babies. No. We just know at a certain point babies come with fucking.
Detected.
And I can guarantee you, unless the man is older or don't have no kids, the main person who wants babies is the female. Really just batting 1,000. So, and to Arya's point, that's the other one. It's always funny to me to hear a woman that says she wants a man to be honest, because to me that means when I hear that, what I hear is I've been lied to a bunch, which is bullshit. You're self-delusional. What did you tell yourself that made you, at the end, when it didn't work out, say that the man was a liar? And you just get people who lie to you. No, you delude yourself. You put more into what something is than you read more or expect more than what something is. It's like expecting a frog to bark like a dog. You know, if people always show you who they are and you're such a good judge of character, you shouldn't have so many failed relationships. At some point, it ain't the other person, it's you. And that's the truth, and that's what they don't deal with. They're looking for everybody else, still looking outside, blaming everybody else for being liars. It's not them. You're lying to yourself. Who you are and what you want. I have a friend right now, went to high school together. We've been friends for decades. And one of the points that I hold to her is that she is never real with who she is. She isn't. But she does what she needs to maintain her family and everything else. But who she actually is something completely different. Right? And I know this. So she's never actually being honest. That's why she has so much inner turmoil, because she's always hiding and lying to herself. It's not the dudes doing it. I look at it like this. Guys don't have a choice but to live in reality, because nobody's going to sugarcoat shit for us. After we are no longer, cute little boys, we just that, testosterone feels nutsack full of semen, future baby daddy in the house. That's when motherfuckers stop treating us like, we all good. That's when that shit stops. That is over at that point. Well, yeah, that's just that nigga, right? So the truth is what you're gonna see from then on out, plain and simple. So hearing hearing women talk about this, I just want somebody who's honest, and dudes are always honest. The question is, can you handle the honesty?
I saw a baby at the store and wanted to take the baby home.
Are you a baby bandit? Are you a baby bandit? I see kids and I like kids. I mean, I don't have a problem with kids. I've always liked kids, even since I was a kid. That's why people have me babysitting so damn much. You know, I'm good with kids. Kids and animals, I'm always good with. Because I have a lot of grace for them, not so much for the adults. But having one of your own is not something that I look forward to. No. Because I know the truth of it, it costs. It costs and it's a struggle. That's it. I know this. And I know the cost and the struggle is going to be on my part. So, kids is not something I'm looking forward to having or wanting to have after I've already raised two. I'm good. I'm Gucci. But you will find somebody my age, damn near 50, who will want to try to look up and be pregnant by somebody, which is stupid. Where do you assholes come from?
Vital signs critical.
Look at this nigga. Shit.
Killed.
God damn it. Which makes no sense to me. But there are people that will do it. So in talking to this dude about fucking dating right now, I'm telling him this fucking retarded, dude. Just look. Go out there and see what's out there if you need to. Right? If you need to, do that. And be true to who you are and what you want. But don't expect these chicks to do that. They are not. Dude, my cousin told me a long time ago, every story that a chick is going to tell about you is the same one she told about the last dude. You ain't shit. Especially if it don't work out. It's always you're not shit. So don't, if you go out there on a date, don't let her sit there and talk about the ex. Don't. Because that's the same story she's going to be telling about your ass if it don't work out. Don't even put any stock in that shit. I mean, fucking hell, Kevin proved that to y'all enough when chicks was talking about who was abusive and this and that and the other, and then, well, no, I never found any, no police were involved, nothing like that. Turns out they just mad because the shit didn't go the way they wanted to, and that's what they know to use to get sympathy out of folks, so they don't have to actually explain and be held on the table. It's like, you like that thug dick. You like that shit. That's what it was. You just liked it. It wasn't that he wasn't shit. You wasn't trying to be shit at that moment. You was just trying to hold up. And that's fine. You just have to be honest about that shit. And they won't. Because they're worried about how it's going to make them look. So, I don't know, it's just an interesting little conversation there about the stuff, and really just understanding, dude, that the dating shit is kind of for the birds. It's kind of for the fucking birds. I mean, at least the way he was talking about trying to go about it, right? At least the way he was talking about going about
Supply
it.
drop nearby.
Because for me it lacks something, and the one thing that it lacks is the understanding that you could actually meet somebody, hit it off with somebody, and just develop from there without knowing all the rest of the stuff up front. Oh, what they did, what their whole life aspirations were, if they had kids, all that shit that, you know, muddies up the waters and slows down the process. You know, you went to the grocery store wondering why everybody is in there looking for steak. And why you can't have an actual, real, you know, connection with people because you got all this business part up front. That's why. You turned it into a business interaction. And business interactions don't, you know, bode well for having a loving relationship. You can have a loving relationship that can operate like a business, and you can have business together. But if you start business-wise, contracts, numbers, and all the rest of that shit, what the fuck? Where do you think love is popping out of that shit? I had better relationships with people I fucked one time than people I was continuously messing around with because, oh, they knew how much I made and what job I did beforehand. Yeah, exactly. Aria, that's a good title of a stream. That is a good title for some content. Real Love LLC. If I use that shit, I will give you credit, Aria. That is absolutely what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because that's all it is. Like, when my buddy Ron was alive, he had first got on the dating apps. My boy Ron was a customs officer, and he was in a wheelchair, right? But he had a chick he'd been fucking with for years. Fine. Sister, she was ratchet as fuck. That was his weird thing, that he liked ratchets. Ratchet black chicks, and he had one, thick as fuck, right? Bring him extra chicks and all kind of shit, right? But going on the dating site with him, and we just sitting there, like in the shop, looking through these things and just breaking them down, every one, it just seems ridiculous. It's like, there's 5 basic fucking pictures that you always see, working out on top of a mountain, a vacation somewhere in a pretty dress, right? No regular ass pictures. No regular ass, this is me laying around the house being a fucking, you know, slob. Oh, here's me doing yoga. You know, here's me cleaning my fucking cat litter box or cooking dinner or something like that. No pictures like that. There's never any like that. What was the other one? Like to travel. That mean they ain't been nowhere. Or they looking for somebody. What it really means is that they looking to travel on somebody else's dime. Is what it actually means. It's not that they just like to travel. They want somebody to pay for their trips.
I got it.
Because when they show the pictures of liking to travel, yeah, somewhere exotic, but it's never anywhere, you know, like, hey, we went to Vegas or some shit like that. We went down to this place. No, it has to be somewhere exotic. That means they want somebody to pay for that shit. And I don't see the point of that if the person that is there supposedly got all this, you know, a good job and all the rest of that shit. That gets into that whole your money is our money shit. They really want to travel on your dime. They don't want to have to pay for the shit. Because the qualifier for some of these questions, if you want to ask these chicks that shit about these trips that they've been on, who paid for it? How'd you get there? You'll find out it was usually with somebody else. Or some dude that they were seeing. It's like, it's always bullshit. Always bullshit. And it's unnecessary bullshit at that. It's like, if you're not shit, just not be shit. Stop trying to fake it. Because my crazy ex is not on wasn't on social media at all. I don't think she's still on social media at all. Fine as fuck, and I met her just on the street. Solo dolo in a place, talking. And her getting into me and liking me wasn't based shit on how much I make a year or none of that stuff. None of it. None of that was in play at that moment, outside of the fact that I was at work and, you know, I had my hard hat, my safety vest, and all that shit on, so it was kind of a dead giveaway what I did. Didn't look like a businessman on a light lunch, you know, going for a run. No, that wasn't it. But in some ways, that shit didn't matter. In the most important ways, it don't matter. But she was looking for somebody to take care of her the rest of the way, because she was a single mama with a young child. You know, looking for somebody to foot the bill for the rest of it. So she didn't have to struggle as much. So, I don't know. We must have looked at today. Files today. And I just told him, just start marking the similarities in every one of these fucking ones. Just start marking the similarities. And you'll see all this is contrived bullshit. Contrived bullshit. In that sense, you actually can appreciate the big O's that's on there that's just big and round and whatever, and say, oh, I'd like to go out and eat. Yeah, I bet the fuck you do. You need to be active. For what? Because you do yoga? Because you got one picture of you doing yoga? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That is not in the age range where you should be worried about that shit. And the funniest thing I saw, looking through all them things with him, was, what's this new shit is like, short term, open to long term. What the fuck is that? That shit made me laugh so loud. What the fuck is that? Short term only. What is a short term relationship? What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, that's a hookup, ain't it? Like, get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers will overcomplicate a fucking egg, dude. A scrambled egg will be overcomplicated. Jesus criminy. Like, that shit was just hilarious to me. Short term, open to long term. What the fuck is a short term? I mean, this is one of the things I laugh with my daughter about, is about how terminology and words actually change with her generation. That words don't mean what the fuck they actually mean anymore, because they develop a new term for a common sense fucking word. And it's backwards. It's backwards as shit. Right? So you don't want to call it a booty call or friends with benefits, but what you actually want to engage in is a short-term relationship. Well, that's a fucking booty call. Like, goddamn, dude, why overcomplicate the simple? It doesn't make any sense to me. This is what doesn't make me fun at parties. Look, I can't do the dumb shit. I can't do dumb shit. I can't. I can't use y'all newfangled words that don't mean a goddamn thing. That shit just made me laugh. I mean, I really just busted out laughing. Like, the fuck does that mean? Look, I only want you for 10 minutes. But, depending on how I feel, how it goes, we can stretch it to 15. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm sorry, you know. Short term, I was only thinking about, 3 months, but, You're so nice. Maybe we can, you know, prorate you up to like 5. What the fuck? You renting a house? What the fuck? Dumb. It's business terms introduced into a situation that's not supposed to be business like that. Not just the dating part. I mean, a marriage and some stuff is business-like, can be business-like. But just the dating? Nah, that's not a business, dude. If it is, y'all fucking up all over the place. There is not a shortage of online apps, and they ain't getting no emptier. So you doing shit business. I mean, you're doing a hella good business for people who make apps. But I can't think of. I put this in his ear. I said, you have to understand that any chick that you see on this is probably on 3 other ones. That's also why whatever she's saying is bullshit. Now I can understand the sense of, yeah. It's that line, Dr. Trey, hoes make the world harder than it has to be. Yeah. Because all of this shit is pretty fucking simple. And it operated pretty simply without all this extra bullshit put into it. For millennia. I mean, I would say for millennia, people have been getting together, dating, mating, having relationships and all of that shit. It wasn't until this last 20, 30 years that they fucked it up so much that it's complicated. You don't even need you need dating coaches and books and apps and counseling and everything. As simple as getting up in the morning and breathing. The one that was also funny was this chick tried to put this little deep, insightful bullshit in her bio about sexuality and her what was it? Her calls against traditional relationships. That traditional relationships are in essence broken and some shit, right? So to me, it sounds like, oh, so you just trying to play this shit from every fucking angle. And sure enough, I told her, look at the rest of her shit, dude. What does it say? Oh, she pansexual. I said, this is a greedy bitch right here, dude. This is just a hooty for looty, greedy bitch. She don't want to be pinned down to any one thing because, you know, it might not be the one thing. You know, she might feel like, you know, pig in a blanket one night. You know? You just don't know. I was like, how are you going to actually have a relationship if you can't pin the motherfucker down on shit? Oh, nothing. How? How are you going to do that? They flitty, you stable. That's not gonna fucking work, dude. That's gonna drive you fucking nuts. She all over the place.
Guarding location nearby.
It was like, you have a better chance catching her on the run than thinking you're gonna have a stable relationship with her. Because bruh's a good dude, right? He's a good dude. He just wants, you know, somebody for him. I get that. Everybody do. I think there is somebody out there for everybody, right? Finding them is the hard part. Even though it's more of them than it is of us as men, finding them is the hard part. Because they got so much other shit going on, around them. It makes finding them hard as fuck.
Are like rings around a tree. Each one makes us stronger and each one leaves its mark.
No shit.
Learn more.
Exactly. And do yoga. The funny area.
Guarded by hostiles.
I agree. Like, Grinch was talking about this earlier in the week, and he was mentioning the Tia Mowry shit about how you don't see a divorce as a failure. No, it is an L. Divorce is an L. It's a relationship L. If the highest form of relationship is the pinnacle of a relationship that you would strive for, if you met somebody today and wanted to be with them, you would go towards eventually a marriage, which makes the marriage the pinnacle of relationship goals. If you went to that pinnacle and fell off the top of the mountain, we would not call that a win. That is called an L. Okay? It's just what it is. And both parties take it. Both parties take it. The male and the female both get that L in they column. They do.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
So this shit about trying to turn it around and reframe it and make it look like it's not is stupid. I said the same shit when that Tia Mowry shit came out of that. No, that's an L, bitch. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to.
Keep saying crazy crap.
Yeah, she gonna keep saying crazy crap. You know why? Because she got divorced. Shit. That's not why. But you know what I'm saying. Look. She's been in Hollywood a long time and was a child star. Name me one child star that's been in Hollywood forever who ain't saying some stupid shit. I'll wait. Not long, though. Especially the females. Disney kids, nuts. Always nuts. I don't give a damn if she was your sister. That motherfucker is crazy too. If I wanted to be really foul about it, I'd tell you that
Talking about graduations and she already has a boyfriend.
yeah. So what did she graduate to?
Heavily armored hostile. Detected.
Graduate to a girlfriend again. That sounds like a downgrade. That does not sound like a graduation. You know, graduation, at least when you've gone to college, you go to postgraduate school. How is going from a wife with a husband to a girlfriend an upgrade? Please explain that shit to me like I'm fucking stupid. I really need to know. So, if this one works out and you can pressure the boyfriend into marrying you, what would that be considered? A second career? Get the fuck out of here, this dumb shit. Would you ever need to actually be married again? Because you've already done it. You've already graduated. Right? Or is that continuation school? Shut the fuck up. Don't listen. Look, I'm not going to tell you don't listen to women, because there's some women you can listen to. You can learn a lot from. But those are the ones who actually put in the work to learn some shit. Right? Got some sense about themselves. But you can't listen to every woman. No fucking way. And I believe this is Grinch who pointed this shit out too. Like, look, what happened to Adam in the garden? What was his punishment? Why did he get the punishment he got? Because he knew what he should have been doing and he didn't. He was listening to the goofy bitch sitting next to him who was listening to Serpent. I told y'all my theory. Serpent was not no dude. Serpent wasn't a dude. Serpent was a female. Another female. Most likely Lilith. Because she hated Adam. You know, Adam's first wife. Who didn't want none of Adam. Because I tell you this, if Eve went against her husband, who she was made for, and God that he told her about, she knows of, who could make a woman do that? Only another woman. To say fuck your husband and fuck God. This is what they don't want you to know, girl. I'ma tell you. That was Serpent was a woman. And I told you, it say it in the book. Look, I read the motherfucker a couple times, right? But what they did, he had to put amity between them, between the two of them, so that their kids would be at odds with each other forever. And Serpent had to crawl on her belly. That means she was walking before. She wasn't slithering until God came down and punished their ass for what they did.
Yeah, hit that bastard.
So that Serpent was a woman, not a guy.
Detected.
Reloading. I can cover you.
As far as I know.
Take that, you piece of shit.
If angels don't have a sex, they're asexual, right?
Detected.
And the devil is supposed to be the first angel. That means if that person was Serpent, it looked like a woman. Just saying. Like I said, it's my theory. Ooh. Let's hear for the shock round, saving my ass. Because I was not expecting to get hit with the shock round. So it was just funny, and it still had me thinking after, you know, I was done with that conversation. So I was like, dude, bruh, just I don't know. I don't know why I feel like such an old man now, but I'm like, just do it the old-fashioned way. There's women all over the place, dude. It might be easier to find somebody into the shit you into if you talk to women where you go and get into your bullshit. I'm just saying. I could be wrong, but I think your chances of catching the fish that you want is better if you go to your regular fishing spot. Like I told my son's mother before, if you want to meet a doctor, you got a better chance of meeting a doctor working in a hospital than you do showing up on a gurney. Just saying. Your chances go up exponentially. If you work there too, you can have some interaction with them other than, you know, the regular visit. So it doesn't have to be super complicated. Just overcomplicate the simple things to turn around and yell, "It's so hard," because you made it difficult. Jesus.
Try to sit in the cafeteria or something.
No shit. Like, if you want to meet a lawyer and not have to meet a lawyer when you standing behind the bar in front of the judge, you probably should go where lawyers hang out. And Kevin talked the same shit, right? It's common sense. You should probably go to a bar, right? Go to a bar where lawyers hang out, usually around the courthouse area. Go to a bar, hang out. You'll probably meet some lawyers. You probably will. You'd definitely meet some in a law library, wouldn't you? Just saying. So it's not rocket science. Just, do you want to spend the time necessary put yourself in the spot where these people are.
Did you see that his family is doing a live stream for his birthday?
Is that what that is? I didn't know who did that. I thought somebody was about to get their ass in so much trouble. They was about to draw all kinds of heat that they didn't want to. Like, the return of Kevin Samuels. What the fuck is you talking about? Who did this? Did somebody start up a bootleg channel? Oh, no. The Mountain Sphere gonna come unglued on their ass. Can't be fucking with the blessed Saint Kevin. So if that's what it is, Arya, then okay, I could be for that. If it's his daughter and his mom, all right, just any old Nifnon in the family. I don't know. That shouldn't be suspect to me.
Thanks, but we probably have everything we need.
I'd be interested to see what Dennis of BGS knows about it.
Has filed a trademark and all for his stuff to be shared.
Thank
I'm
you.
thinking it is his daughter.
I hope so.
It is getting near his birth.
Getting near his birthday. Yeah. That'd be smart. That's actually very smart. God damn it, they did it again. That's actually very smart. They should, because I was actually I mentioned it somewhere else. I saw somebody posting some of his content on their stream, and I was curious about that shit. It's like, how are you posting this goddamn content? Like, how bad is when Prince died? Prince was really savage about not having his music and shit like that shared when he was alive. As soon as that motherfucker died, people were sharing this shit all over the place, right? And I knew it wasn't nothing but Warner Brothers, because they got some of the rights to that shit back, right? So when I saw Kevin's stuff floating around again, I'm like, who let them have this? Because we know from when he was alive, he did not appreciate that shit. No, you won't. You will not be ripping him off. You had to ask permission to share his shit, to use his content on your channel. You had to get the okay. Otherwise, he would be talking to YouTube, and they would be, you know, getting your channel shut down off that shit. He would not be taking his content for free. So I didn't know what the hell was going on. So I saw the trailer yesterday, and that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, who is on this? Somebody gonna have to tell me something. Let me know if that's the did they get the okay, or who's doing that? But the family, I'll support the family. His daughter, I definitely support his daughter. I support his daughter more than anybody else, because it's his fucking daughter. It's his actual seed.
Reinforcements incoming.
You know, so that's the person most at a loss, I would say. Get your ass back up them stairs.
Nearby hostage situation detected. Heavily Hostile detected.
So, just interesting. Just interesting. An interesting life.
Let's take the minigun.
I'm actually honored at times when people ask
Situation nearby.
my opinion on some of this shit. Especially nowadays, so I don't have to bother with that shit. I really don't. I'm not interested whatsoever. I'm at the phase of my life of not giving a fuck about all of that stuff and dealing with everybody and their bullshit. Man, way good. And more on doing my thing, doing my work. Excuse me. And having happiness when I can, than trying to force anything with anybody.
Kevin's IG page is back active.
Is it? Who's running it?
Hostage situation.
Because I would think, who had the passwords for that shit? I mean, I know my boy Ron. He got a Black Planet profile still, because nobody had the profile to shut that shit down. Somebody else gonna be on there talking their shit or what? I don't know. I don't know.
Supply room access unlocked.
Because I would say this. Not just everybody could do what he was doing. And yes, you may have heard the talking points before from other people, but like any good rapper from the heyday of hip-hop, everybody's delivery is not the same. It's not the same delivery, it's not the same tone. It don't matter if you're saying the same lyrics. It's not the same.
Could you lend a hand? We're low on resources and need to get some more.
Y'all fucked up by losing this place, you asshole. I gotta feed you again? Bastard. So, that's my thing on it. But, I will actually watch it. I have to watch the trailer, so I know when this thing is happening. But I'll check it out to see what it is, to support the fam, his daughter.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
But I'm not a fan of pretenders to the crown, so there's gonna be somebody else on his channel doing the same thing. I'm not gonna be that interested in that. There's nothing against them. I just don't like pretenders to the crown.
I hope your friend has a better dating experience.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's gonna be... I don't like to be this damn cynical with folks, but it's gonna last as long as it lasts. And it's going to be exactly what it is. I'm not saying lower your expectations, but understand what you're expecting. If you're going into it thinking that you're about to find the love of your life,
Friendly combatants detected.
could be possible, but mostly not likely. You got about 3 months past this first date. If the first date goes good, you got maybe a month. 3 months. Right? Once y'all fuck, the clock is ticking. And as much as these chicks talk that shit about they want a long-term marriage and a relationship and not just all about sex, bullshit. They want sex just as much as the men do. So it's going to be about sex, because that's the other criteria outside of your checkbook or your bank account. After that, you pass that shit, you got probably about 3 months until she gets bored or she's still, you know, in her apps.
Mechanical bulls or something.
They're like little mechanical dogs with either grenade launchers, machine guns, blinding apparatus on their fucking backs. And they run around and jump and shit. So it makes it hard to get a bead on them at times. So you got 3 months. After that, maybe you'll get decent. Maybe you'll get somebody decent who actually wants to have a relationship. But within 3 months' time, she's gonna get itchy in the crotch and she's gonna want to be back on the app. So I told her one of the things you have to ask these chicks is how long have they been on a particular app and how many apps that they're on. They probably don't want to answer that shit because it's too much honesty, but you want to know that. Anyone that don't want to answer, discount them right off the bat because that's being honest. You can't no chick talk about honesty and not be able to tell you something like that. Let you know what you dealing with.
Itchy in the crotch. They have ointments for that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Fast in the pants, itchy in the crotch. Want a little cream in their coffee. The usual. Too long on the carousel makes it hard for a chick to get off the carousel. She don't want to get off. I mean, she does want to get off, but she won't want to leave the carousel. She's missing too much attention. It's like taking drugs, right? When you get used to the drug high for so long, it makes it hard to stop cold turkey, right? Because your body does not produce that endorphin kick that you need at the level that the drug does. It doesn't do it anymore after a while. So you will try to satiate yourself with just that one, but you will have a hard time getting away from it completely. They won't. They'll sneak back to doing it. And that's when you'll start having issues and shit, because they're looking for that overriding sense of attention. Your attention won't be enough. Especially any chick talking about she want to be treated like a queen and a princess and shit like that. Look. Queens are made when they treat men like kings. No sooner. Alright. They're like all these movies and times and kings and queens and shit like that, right? King. And he made her a queen. That's how that shit works. She had to put up first of how she was going to treat him for him to decide, yes, I want to actually make you a queen. I want to make you my queen. But if they ain't giving that shit up in the beginning, they're just thinking you're supposed to be kissing their ass from the jump, that's fucking stupid talk. Forget it. It's not going to happen. If anything, look, at the very least, you can look for some reciprocal, but you're going to have to put up who you are.
Control point nearby.
Because queens are treated like they deserve because they treat the king like he deserves. If you can't do that shit, then what are we talking about? All get, no give? You know, fuck all that. And that's why the dating market is fucked up, because they both in it doing the same shit. Both can't be the man in this situation. As we've seen on many a show and many a smarter YouTuber than me has broke down, these motherfuckers got their femininity all out of whack. Yeah, you gotta know your role and shut your mouth. So if you can't play your role, you can't do for him. If they can't do the feminine part, they're gonna have a hard time being in a relationship. Because the feminine part is the one thing that you have to actually do, that you are directly suited for doing. But you can't sit there and argue with masculine ideals between a male and a female. That is going to be a non-start. That is not going to work. But he's fucking young. He can figure that shit out. Because I'm not his daddy. And he's not my son. But I don't have a problem giving people advice. I don't try to discourage, but let's try to be honest with them, give you the real, what the situation is, and let you figure it out from there. But my advice was to stay off the fucking apps. It's a waste of time. Do it the old-fashioned way. Do what you do and meet somebody in traffic. You'll probably have a better connection, because it's devoid of all the rest of the bullshit. You actually have to talk to the person. And communicate and be social, and then you can figure out the rest of that shit from there. But that's just me. Yeah, why is everybody just standing around in here? Nobody on no missions?
Friendly control point detected.
Apps are not it.
Nah, it's not. And in my opinion, the dating game will be fucked up as long as there are dating apps. It will. It'll be fucked up for the duration. So I'm not expecting things to get better as long as that's there, unless there's a massive switch of chicks liking shit easy. And since we know most chicks, no matter what they say, don't want to put in that much damn work, guys in general as well, this shit is going to be fucked up for a while. Yeah. Look, Arya, I said that shit before about who was I talking to? I forgot who I was talking to. But that was the whole idea, that they think they're supposed to get wife treatment, never having been in a relationship, or not even being in a relationship with that person. Like, you don't get wife treatment without putting in your 30 years, or putting in your time of being a fucking wife. Why do you think somebody dating you, just meeting you at a place to have dinner or coffee or something like that, should be giving you all of that? That's absolutely asinine. He can't expect you to just drop down and start sucking his dick when he showed up like his wife of 30 years would. Why should you expect everything that he would give a woman that's been with him that long up front just for showing up to a date? Fuck out of here. Stupid. Like, all one way, none of the other. You know, looking at me when I said that shit like I was crazy. I'm not the one that's fucking crazy.
We're tougher than we look.
Some random ass chick you ain't never met before expect you to be taking her on trips around the world and doing all this shit. It's like y'all been married 15 years. Like, look, you can't get no 15-year treatment out of her from day one. Why the fuck should you be giving that to her? You got no concept of what that actually means. No. Put in your dues like the union. You can get that shit if you gain some seniority. Otherwise, no. Stop tripping.
Supply drop nearby.
Like I said, this is the shit that doesn't make me fun at parties, because people want to talk about relationships, and I'll get into talking about relationships, and then they start looking at me crazy. I've had enough relationships and enough long relationships to be able to tell you the ins and outs of that shit. I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. You don't get it off top. And if you don't want to put in the work to get it, then you don't deserve it either. It definitely means you don't deserve it. Because you wouldn't put in the work to get there.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
You did. So yeah, this is why I keep my PMDMs to the evening. I get to talk about relationships and get real dark on motherfuckers. And it ruins their feelings. Telling me I shouldn't have one? No, I'm telling you should put your seatbelt on when you're in the car. That's what I'm telling you. And accept it for what it is. And when it don't work, take it on the chin and move on. Because chances are it's not going to work. Not in this climate with the way these chicks is programmed. No fucking way. There's more of a chance that it's not going to work than it is. Alright, what was the last one? Who was the last person I was giving some shit to? That jumped out of like a 17-year marriage or some shit like that because they wasn't happy. Like, get the fuck out of here. Who said the motherfucker was happy with you? What do you mean? Just that. Just what the fuck I said. Who said he was happy with you? Get the fuck out of here. It ain't about 100% happiness all the goddamn time. Y'all need to quit that shit. Said it's not even biologically possible to be happy all the time. Biologically, it's not possible. So what are you grading your relationship on? The impossibility? I'm sorry. This is why I take hold of the title of asshole. Because that kind of shit will have me laughing in somebody's fucking face. Without a care in the world about it. You, my friend, are an idiot. I will get my 7 fucking chuckles off of you.
Happiness is something in us.
Exactly, Arya. Spoken like somebody who was fucking married before. Or is married still. I was married before. You can share happiness. You can't make a motherfucker happy. The only person that's complaining about not being happy is a miserable motherfucker. Because if happiness is your complaint, you're miserable. And you're miserable because you don't know how to make yourself, you don't know how to be happy. You're looking to the other person to give you something that's an internal feeling. That's on you. Look, I can go to Disneyland and not be happy standing in line. But that doesn't mean that because I'm not happy standing in line that Disneyland is trash. It might mean they need to do something about the fucking lines, but then again, everybody knows what Disneyland is. And everybody want to go. This motherfucker. Keep running. Got tired, nigga. Oh shit, I never called my allies. One man ganging this shit. Holding it down solo. So that's the thing. I heard that dumb shit from my ex-wife. That was her thing. You don't want to make me happy. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That was the advent of this shit. This is why I said I've been seeing this shit for a while. And that's why some of it ain't new. Because I was seeing it, I was dealing with it. I seen it come in. Seeing the effects. But making my own theories on where it was going to go. And I ain't been too far off. Because it's not hard to figure out things going to be fucked up with this kind of thinking. Not that hard. But how far off it's going, or how far off the rails it has gone, and has gotten. Probably couldn't predict that. But like the Joker said, you get what the fuck you deserve. Don't do that.
Supply room access unlocked.
I can see clearly now the hate is gone. Yeah, so you got people destroying their families and decent relationships off of, well, I didn't feel happy. And I didn't want to be miserable like somebody you don't even fucking know, a story that ain't even your own, and a wrong assessment. People that have been married 50 years, 30 years, ain't been happy the whole time, and they'll tell you that shit plainly. That's the people you need to be talking to, not somebody else's half-heard story from history and relationships of yesteryear.
Got no targets in sight.
So I always thought it was interesting that the people that folks will listen to and take their stories verbatim and think that that's the rule of the road for them. Like, you know, this motherfucker is no good as a person, right? Why are you listening to them on relationship advice?
Turn him up, baby.
But those are the people they listen to.
Everybody wants a microwave relationship, quick and easy. Happiness is something in us. I get happiness from watching blood sport. It is not fair to make someone else responsible for maintaining our emotions. That is
No.
why you have to watch out for people who put too much stock in their partners being the center of their happy feelings.
Exactly. Exactly, Arya. Exactly. I ran people out of here with that conversation. See? This is what doesn't make me fun at parties.
Friendly control point nearby.
Look, it is what the hell it is. As I told you guys before, the argument I had with my crazy ex is that she could not be my whole world. And she thought that she should be able to be the person's whole world. And I told her no. Because if you're somebody's whole world, what happens when you leave? Now they get to be suicidal because they don't have a world anymore? No fucking way. That's stupid. I would not do that. And you can't be that. That fucked her up. She didn't want to hear that shit. Because that's what she wants. I told her, well, pretty enough, you could probably find some simp to do it. It's just not going to be me. That is not how I look and value fucking relationships with women now. There was a time, but that time has passed. That time is long since passed. I grew up. So, that's just how it goes. You can't do that. I mean, you can, but it's not advisable, put it that way. Do whatever the hell you feel like it, but it's not the best course of action for you. I wouldn't recommend it for a young man, that's for damn sure. Thinking that way is what had young men, self-deleting. It was my whole world. How could she sleep with my best friend? You ask yourself why your best friend want to fuck your girl that bad. But that's a better question than wondering how could she do it. Because it was there and it was offered. And it was easy. Fuck you mean? Fuckers don't do shit hard. Whoa, 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 whoa. She says she get happiness from blood sport. Tell somebody else that before about do what makes you happy and that shit. I said, what if what makes me happy is hitting somebody in the head with a hammer? Should I do that?
Proximity.
No. So you're not supposed to have what makes you happy all the time. You're not. It ain't good for everybody else. Have what makes you happy that doesn't hurt and endanger anybody else. How about that? I'm sure a serial killer would say what they did made them happy. But we can both agree that that was probably not the best thing. Them being happy was not good for everybody else. It was absolutely detrimental to some other folks. You fucked hard. Oh, they shoot me from behind. Damn, they strung that nigga up. Yeah, just drop. Shoot me from behind. Oh, bitch. You strung him the fuck up.
Kaboom. Guess who stepped in the room? Talk. It be the Toya gal.
Toya stepped in the room. I can't see who comes into the room unless they say something. At least on this. What up, Texan? With the ever-changing name. Who you trying to hide from? Miss Leo. Giving off that Aries vibe. That name be changing more than the seasons. Artisan. What's up, Toya? I was enjoying your musings on BGS last night. Listening to y'all talk about relationship stuff was entertaining. I would have liked to join the panel, but I understand that is the women's channel for the women. So I don't know what brother man was on that he decided to jump his ass up there. I guess it was because, you know, BGS is up there.
Beaming face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes, beaming face with smiling eyes.
I thought about something yesterday about Toya. Toya would find this entertaining. So I was looking at some of the shit you put up on Instagram about your friend and the pizza, right? And I was remembering how I was saying I wanted to travel some this year and want to go hang out with Charles, go to BlurredCon. And if I go to Philly, I want to hang out with Malika, get some Philly cheesesteaks, right? And I was thinking, I didn't say nothing about Toya in Texas. Texas is closer. And then I thought about it. I said, that'd probably be a bad idea. That'd probably be a bad idea. And not because I think we wouldn't get along, because I'd probably be trying to fuck Toya. That would not be a good idea. Probably not be a good idea. Probably not be a good idea. Probably not. You don't need them kind of problems. I ain't never scared. I had more failed relationships on not being scared to try than I have had from trying. Nah, Toya got that vibe. She got that vibe. My daddy a Leo. She got that vibe. Something about her ass. That shit would be trouble. That shit would be trouble. I try to, you know, keep my bullshit to a minimum nowadays. I'm trying to get on that good bus. I might want to see heaven one day, you know, or at least be able to make it past the doorman. The line forms back there. Nah, man, can I get past the velvet rope? Go to the back of the line, man. Like, yeah, damn, these balances are full of shit. Always. Well, no shit. But I thought about this. Why didn't I even think about fucking around in Texas with Toya? I could have went to Texas and hung out. I ain't been to Texas. It could be some really fun shit going on in Texas. Since everybody from California moving there, setting up shop, businesses and shit. Yeah, I see what's bigger in Texas. Maybe it's boobies. I can tell you at my current place I'm working now, I get a lot of people from Texas through there. They seem to be nice. There seem to be some nice folks. They all seem like raging racists. Seem to be pretty nice.
Identified.
Now, I know Toya is not originally from Texas, but she there now. So if I went to places that I know where people there and are, could hang out for a week. You hang out for a week and bullshit, why the fuck not? I hang out here every day. And I know the lay of the land here. Look at this motherfucker. Big burly ass. Look at him. Lay this nigga down with the sledgehammer. I wish these people could hang on to the shit that I take better. They're always giving it up. Like a $2 hole. Giving this shit up easy. Got my proficiency up with this weapon. Getting some good intended kills now too. So I readjusted my controller settings. I'm not oversweeping as much. Not oversweeping as much.
I hit that outcast! Damn it! I just can't.
So yeah, that was the thought, Toya. I thought you'd find that funny. It'll get me in trouble. I don't want that on my conscience, Toya. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good line. Always. Because y'all don't know, but Toya be cheesecaking it sometimes on the damn Instagram. He's like, yeah, she ain't got the thirst trap out. This motherfucker baiting the hook. And she ain't ignorant, so she knows what she doing.
Talking all of that. You forgot Toya is a Leo. You might end up moving to Texas.
Not a Scorpio.
Supply room access unlocked.
Not a Scorpio. I'm stubborn as shit. Now, truth be told, if I ever moved somewhere that a female that I was messing with was, it would not be because she was there. That would just be a benefit. I'd move because I can. Like, and tell people all my kids is grown or ain't nothing tying me here but wanting to be here. That's it. Or not having any place better to go right now. That's it. But it is one of those dreams of mine is to pick up stakes and just move somewhere else and start it up. Do what I do somewhere else because I have never lived anyplace else. So it could be fun for me. It's not like the people that I know here I'm seeing a lot of all the time. What the fuck? Y'all got people behind you, in front of you. Do the work. Hit them down when they come up. They're dropping Troys and all kind of shit.
Maybe they'll stay away from now on.
Y'all can't handle shit. Time I leave, I gotta come back. Hold it down for y'all goofies. So, besides, I play too many video games. Toya is not a gamer. This shit would drive her crazy. This shit would drive her crazy. As soon as I get interrupted, I'd be mad to the motherfucker. Can you just leave me alone? I'm busy. I feel like being bothered. This is my unplugged time. I unplug from people, from killing people in the real world. This is what keeps me calm. This is my happy place. Gratuitous violence in a safe environment.
Thank you.
It's not like I get to do this shit all the time. These motherfuckers is just... Where did they come from? Sneaking up and taking shit. And this one right here just keeps getting taken over and fucking over again. Change his head more than a $1 bill. Change his hands more than a 5 at a strip club. But that's it. I think that's all the bullshit I wanted to say. I worked out my thought process. Maybe made a Leo blush. I'll count that as a win.
Supply drop detected.
Excuse me. It's got me bogged down with bullshit with them. Taking back shit I already took. Pressing in, pressing in, pressing in. Fuck you. The dick. Y'all got a medic?
Talking all of that. You forgot Toya is a Leo. You might end up moving to Texas. So.
Yeah.
Giving us all a piece underscore of my damn mind. Sup.
Reinforcements en route. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
What, the patrol that got killed?
Yep, they're here all right. They're here.
Actually, you ain't right with the glass short, BTM.
That was a good series.
That was a
Heavily
tough
armored
one.
hostile
Look out
detected.
for 'em.
No, it wasn't.
Triad Aria.
I like how he just dove into those.
Overhead! I'm here!
Stayed away. That's how it's done.
Good work, everyone.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Y'all didn't do shit.
Supply room access unlocked.
Typical.
At Navoni, what you're talking about.
Give us all a piece of my damn. What does that mean? You can get a piece of my
I
love.
saw Toya's shorts and shots.
Oh, you saw her shorts and shots? Yeah, Toya be up there cheesecaking. She be trying to trap her nigga. Yeah, I know you.
Friendly combatants detected.
Hey, Agent. We're running low on a ladder.
Yeah, because you keep losing shit, dumbass. See if I can come up on some resources. What is this dinner gonna look like tonight? Soldier boy.
I'm talking red lipstick and snakeskin swimsuit.
Yeah, she be doing that red lipstick shit too. That should get real troublesome, Arya. Cause she got them big ass lips. It's like painting the motherfuckers up like a bullseye. Like, what the fuck? Painting them up like a goddamn bull. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Miss Parker.
Grinning face with smiling eyes, grinning face with smiling eyes, grinning face with smiling eyes.
There's not a link for this one because this is going through my PlayStation. So you'd have to be on PlayStation. I'm not on StreamYard or YouTube for this, so I cannot drop a link. I'd have to. Yeah, there is no link.
Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
That sounds funny when it says it like that. Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing. Oh, you want to be rolling on the floor. There ain't gonna be no laughing. You got laughing while you on the floor. Somebody fucked up.
Unless you gonna do it.
Oh shit, that's what they come from.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Why is this pistol out? There we go. What the fuck? Why did the pistol come out? Over to you.
Detected.
It's a trap. No
It's a
mistake.
trap. Oh. That got hairy for a minute. Yeah, she be on there looking real cute sometimes. Like, oh, look at toy ass. Get my ass in trouble. I attract insecure women. They see shit like that and be like, who is that? Oh, that's Toya. Did you fuck her? She live in Texas. No, I ain't fucked her. What's wrong with you? Trust me, y'all don't want these problems. You being awful nice to her. Get the fuck out of here. A nice period. It helps that she nice back. That makes it work. Stupid people. Uh-oh. Oh, a message. Another fucking link. Sam, I'm not watching all these damn links, dude.
Blowing a kiss. Eve on play nice.
Everyone played nice. I played nice and safe.
I'm headed to the House of Blues, y'all.
Uh-oh. Have a good time. Keep your legs crossed.
Have a great evening.
You too, BTM. Show 'em what you got.
Hope to see y'all tomorrow.
See, Toya got a date right now. Should ask her if she got that red lipstick on.
See you.
Is that an effect or a place? Good one, Aria. Or no one. That was a good one, no one. Got you in the ankle, nigga. That was a good one. No one. Is that an effect or a place? Either way. Either way. Could be a little of both. Depends on the situation. I think that should be I should use that as a code name for having blue balls. Like, had your ass in the House of Blues. It would make sense.
Navoni is quick-witted.
Yeah, no one is good with that shit. I like that. I'm quick with the wit too, but I like quick wit. I'm telling people that a quick wit is a sign of a sharp mind and how quickly your brain works. And like a good zombie, I like brains.
Of course, I deliver on time.
Ha! That motherfucker got puns too, yo. Punny motherfucker.
Incoming.
Punny motherfucker. Always been the package man.
We let it slide.
I don't know why I heard that and it sounded like when it's wet it slides. I'm like, are you? What the fuck? What the fuck? Alright, you got jokes now too.
Lately.
Last of Us, Mandalorian has been alright. I heard some people really shitting on it. Like, it's not moving fast enough. I'm like, god damn, it's the second episode. I'm telling you, people complain just to complain nowadays. It's not even a real fucking critique. It's just a complaint. There's nothing else to complain about. Just complain about the fact that it's taking too long to get what you want.
Is it bad that I like She-Hulk?
No, it's not bad that you like She-Hulk. I like some episodes of She-Hulk.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I did. There were some episodes that I liked. There were some characters that I liked.
It's strange, but I understand.
I wasn't pissed off at Daredevil showing up in the shit. I understand how people could be mad about it. But I didn't think it was that bad. It was fine. It was lighthearted. But like I said, I try to be, you know, fair on this shit and objective. For the most part. I don't want to shit on everything just to shit on it. I'm shitting on it when it's objectively
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
able to be shit on. Where some stuff is unforgivable. Like Bad Batch. Unfucking forgivable. That's why I'm mad at Dave Filoni for the Bad Batch. It's not that I was just waiting to shit on the Bad Batch. I was waiting to love that shit. Just like I liked the first season. This one sucked.
My main issue was every out was too easy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it ain't. Because I'm here. Can't be it when I'm here.
Need that minigun.
Don't get you some minigun.
I am gonna binge The Last of Us.
Yeah, you should. The last episode comes on tomorrow. So you can start binging it. Who was it? AB that just told me he got HBO Max again. So he's gonna be binging that shit too. You know me, I'm a fan of a Sunday binge. I don't know what I'm gonna binge this Sunday. I might catch up on some of The Wire. I was reminded that there's some characters I still haven't seen yet. But I'm only
Unlocked.
2 seasons in? 3 seasons in?
Detected from the control point.
Hell yeah. So there's still some characters I have not seen yet that are like Marlowe. I haven't seen Marlowe yet. So might catch up on some of that. There was another show that somebody wanted me to watch. I will see how I feel on it if I watch it. I have a weekend off, so I'm doing what a weekend off means for me, which is I'm not doing a damn thing. I'm kicking back and relaxing.
I love Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad was good. I was really into the first season. I didn't watch it that much after that.
We've got plenty of what we need. Thanks.
I think ex-wifey was devoted to that show.
Father.
I had never seen it either, and that's why I went back and watched it. I'm about to get y'all again for the resources, nigga. Then I finally picked it up because AM did another breakdown of some stuff and was relating it to The Wire. I said, let me go ahead and watch this goddamn show. Because it's like way too much in here that he's saying.
With you.
So I went ahead and started it. And enjoyed it. It was good. First season was really good. First season was really good. Not disappointed. Second season with the whole dock worker shit went on too long. It's like they lost their way or some shit. Third season, I gotta get into it, but I like a longer show, an hour-long show where you can actually have something develop.
Either. It reminded me the older folk I knew.
Yeah, I was actually tripping since I've finally started watching the damn Wire. Watching Creed made me understand how funny it is to have Wood Harris and Michael B. Jordan in the same show again, and Wood Harris is working with him. It's like that ain't Avon and Wallace. It was kind of funny. It was kind of. Don't stand up. Don't stand up.
Hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Malik Navoni.
It's juiced.
Agent
I
in.
felt the same way. YouTube Short has ruined most shows for me.
YouTube Shorts. I like shorts, but I don't binge on them like that. I was talking to my new facility manager. Got me a B-dub now. And NWA Chopper. I don't know who the fuck that is. She does some Instagram. She got 20,000 followers on Instagram and stuff. And I was talking to her about TikTok and YouTube Shorts. And was telling her my reluctance to use it because I don't believe I make content for low attention spans. And I'm not really into that shit. Right, so it's not my generation type of stuff, right? Now I know it can be effective. Angry Man already proved that. Fucking Pearl proved it, right? That investing in shorts and doing your shorts can blow your channel. I'm not really worried about my channel blowing up.
Worms, Eternal Rabbit Hole.
Yeah. I mean, for one, unless the numbers blowing up equates to support, it don't fucking matter, right? If I had 100,000 subs, but I was still, struggling to get 10 people to donate to the channel within an hour, I mean, it wouldn't matter if I had 100,000 subs.
I thought I had an eyeworm once. Turns out I am just old.
Ooh, got him in a kneecap. Through the window. Head down. There you go. Trying to run.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh shit. Y'all better get behind something deep. Okay, I'm on. Nope, don't run. Stay and fight. Hey, when the system lag.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Dot, how old do you have to be where every tick is what the F was that?
I can take care of it.
Not to be too old.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Just have to live long enough to know that, you've seen a lot of this bullshit before. Thank you. Aren't you huffing on that shit?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Oh, I hope so. Don't you help the work?
Supply room access
There you
unlocked.
go, die tired. That was hairy for a minute. And I didn't go down, which is good. That can get destroyed.
Thanks, Agent.
Well, here is an update. I got 2 deliveries in April. Eggs for a furry MF and wine and incense for JC, the hardest working man in the West.
Damn, you be all over the place. Get your money, man. That's why I don't complain. People see me doing a bunch of overtime. I don't complain about it. I'm not complaining about doing overtime.
We're good. Thanks.
Or being busy. The only time you hear me complaining is when I'm trying to do a stream. This shit gets interrupted. But you see, I still go and do my damn job because that's what you get to do. Yeah, gotta get that paper. Got to. I might complain about it, but I do it. And that's one of the things I learned from being a kid with my mother. You can complain all you want to, just get the shit done. Different to complain and not do than it is to just complain. Complain and actually get it done. Two different things. I am on that side, and let's just get, you can complain, but get it done while you're complaining. That's just part of the release.
That's great.
Still steady fucking around. Slowing up all my progress to try to get the rest of this stuff done. This bullshit, repetitive. Repetitive fucking bullshit. I feel like I want a steak tonight. Because I gotta go out in the rain. Do I want to go out in the rain? It's cold outside.
Steak or Chinese? Get you a steak, my friend.
Yeah. I do want a good one.
Friendly control point detected.
I would settle for some Mediterranean food and some of them good ass Mediterranean meatballs. Where you at, dog? You still here? There you go. There you go. Get over there that quick. I didn't see you. That boy escaped in the explosion.
Had filet mignon for my day. The day was lazy, but the steak was awesome.
The day was lazy. The day was lazy, but the steak was awesome. Yeah, I haven't had a good steak, I don't think, in a minute. There's no good steak places where near my job, so you gotta drive a little ways to get there. Yeah, when is no one's birthday? I want to say it was in. I always get steak in Vegas. Oh, happy belated birthday, no one. I didn't think you was a March baby.
Happy belated.
Marching on them dimes, baby. Fuck you, dog. Said his birthday was yesterday. So what are you, 36 or something like that now?
They're trying to get behind us.
Looks like they are behind us.
System breach fail.
Yeah, it's gonna fail. These motherfuckers still running around down here.
Need to reload.
Face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, note 42.
Cool. I didn't really have an indication for how old you were, so I just threw out a number.
System breach fail.
I'm not good at guessing people's ages.
You're younger than me.
Well, I'm not good at guessing women's ages, and I don't even try.
Did I get any
System
of that?
breach at 25%.
I will look for ID.
Control point nearby.
There's certain things that you can look at, though, that can tell you if they lying about their age. Given their ethnicity, though, you might not never know. You have to know that
50%.
have some experience with those ethnicities to know how they age. There you go.
I was born in the 70s.
Me too.
System breach 75% complete.
70 motherfucking 3. Yep, I was born 73.
System breach completed.
This is my coming into my 50th year.
Okay, Wes, if you jive turkeys.
Some you jive turkeys.
Ha.
Y'all ain't down. Oh shit. Oh, get the fuck out the way.
In the open.
Yeah, but motherfucker got a Gatling gun in the open. Get him. Got him. Good.
We did it.
Takes a little longer when he got all that extra armor on. They won't have to keep fighting him for a while. That shit was gonna be painful.
Okay, so. I say I was born in the 70s and technically that is true. I was born exactly 8 days before 1979 ended.
So you just made it? You just made it, huh? Got in under the wire. It's okay, we'll take you. We'll take you. Are you? Yeah, just made it under the wire, boy. You want to be with us. You wanted to be here for that party.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
So Arya was born in December and no one is in March. So I'm putting it in my mental Rolodex. So I remembers it. And Beastly, you need to email me so I can send you this thing after tomorrow. Artisan1112 @gmail. Cause you want this, man. You want this. You will want this. And I necessarily make it for myself, so to give it to the intended target. Alright, blockade lifted. This motherfucker's trying again. I'm gonna just have to wipe them the rest of the way out. They are fucking up my cool. My chorizo got cold, y'all. The last time I was talking to y'all, my chorizo got cold. My tortillas got all hard. Fucked up. It was smelling good too, but I fucked around and it got cold. Because I decided to start playing a game after I ordered food.
Combatants nearby.
Let's close the distance. Really nice over here. Is it too dark for you guys to even see what's going on this shit? Because I turned up the brightness. Because I looked at one of my streams and it looked dark as fuck.
Friendly combatants detected.
It doesn't look dark on my TV. Doesn't look dark on my TV, but it looks dark on the replay. I don't know what that is, so I turned up the brightness for you guys, but I never asked if you could see it clearer. That's what got the ass to fall back.
Hey Adoria. It's bright and clear.
Bright and clear, good. Bitch. What are you doing on my Gatling gun? Ass hat. I've never seen a dude take a shotgun blast to the face and keep running. Never ever. Punk, you gave up the base. You way down here in the street. Supposed to... God damn it, see? Motherfucker. Gave up my shit fucking around with him.
Chris Rock was funny.
Chris Rock is funny. I'm gonna talk about that shit tomorrow too. About some folks being upset, hurt and disappointed about what Chris Rock had to say.
Chris was very funny. Still don't get the pushback.
Because he said something.
I liked his special and I liked Marlon's.
I like Marlon's too. I watched that one too. Marlon was funny. I didn't know, I wasn't even thinking about how close Marlon knew all of them. Right? Everybody involved, even Tupac. He had a relationship and knew him. So Marlon was in a unique position to talk about the situation. I can't remember right now who told me about the show, but they thought it was foul because oh no, it's Black Bane. Black Bane had told me about the shit. He thought it was foul that Marlon did a whole show about it. But watching the show, I'm like, well, Marlon was in a unique position to know everybody.
People not watch Eddie Murphy, Delirious, and Ross.
No shit.
Check out the Marlon.
Yeah, check out Marlon. His shit was funny. I think it's on HBO Max too. His shit was funny. He's in a unique position. He knew everybody involved. So anybody telling Chris Rock that he need to let it go needs to shut the fuck up. He let it go for a year. Didn't say shit. He was the only one who didn't say anything. Everybody had made their jokes, they money and everything else. Yeah.
The format.
More than anything, the show was about his life and his experience, right? So it wasn't just about the slap, but given his experience with everybody.
Chris got punked in front of the world. He had to speak on it.
Yeah, he got the right to speak on it. For my money, he the only one who could be speaking on it as long as he wants to. How you gonna tell the man you hit that you disappointed and he should just let it go? Fuck you. You're the only one that ain't talked about it yet.
Reinforcements incoming.
That's motherfuckers just don't want people to remember what the fuck they did because they trying to get over it. And they know like a R. Kelly or a OJ case, as soon as they put out like a show about it, it gets people thinking about it again and you can go get some more shit. It might stretch you 10 years to 2 more. The only victim of this shit was Chris. And everybody else's fucking time at the award show over Jada's good bald-headed ass. Beating down her, embarrassing her husband so thoroughly that he had to feel like to regain some of his manhood, he got to slap another dude on stage at an award show. Like I said, I didn't agree with Will slapping Chris. I think that was fucked up, but at the same time, I understand that a married man don't have to put up with nobody saying shit about his wife he don't want to hear. He don't. He got the right to slap the shit out of somebody. Should he have done it? Nope. But he got the right to. Holy shit, I'm out of ammo. How did that happen? I was not paying attention.
Take it in pieces.
People stop shooting at you when they got lead coming in their face. Gotta get where the reload's at.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
There we go. Yeah, but I'll go back outside.
Where did he go?
He went nowhere.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Misheard. If they think it was offensive, did people not watch Eddie Murphy Delirious and Raw? I'll check out the Marlin. I am glad he did the whole show about it. I like the format. Chris got pumped in front of the world. He had to speak on it. With Chris's last line about how he was raised, I didn't think there would be this much rage. I agree, being a married man I got a right,
But I don't think there's anybody who thinks that what Will did wasn't fucked up to Chris, right? I don't think there's anybody who doesn't think Chris had a right to say something about it. But thinking that you can just tell him that, oh, it's not okay, I need to be outraged, fuck you. Who gives a fuck about if you outraged or not? I don't.
Supply room access unlocked.
I care not at all about whoever was offended. That's why my issue was that Will came out extra goofy again. Talking about he's disappointed and hurt. Chris should just let it go. Nigga, you should shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me? Are you really fucking kidding me? Slap this motherfucker for the world to see, and everybody had they 50 fucking chuckles off of that shit. And now he finally said something. You want him to be quiet. You hurt and disappointed. Disappointed in what? That he didn't keep it to himself? Fuck you. Well, it should have been kept to yourself. Was your goofy ass acting out because of that bitch? That's what you should have kept to yourself. That was between you and her and your therapist. Or August. But you damn sure shouldn't have been smacking the shit out of Chris Rock, so he can talk about it till he fucking feel comfortable with not talking about it. And you can't say shit but sit back there and grin. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Yeah, say whatever the fuck you want to. And he went light. That was light. That was the lightest shit I could have heard.
Black man of all times, or Marlon Wayans.
Or Marlon Wayans. Better not be up in my crow's nest. And here we go. I'm gonna stop losing these goddamn bases. I know what it is. You're trying to cover these motherfuckers bringing through these resources. But I'm going to go get them. Because I want said resources. Need those. I got mouths to feed. Like this motherfucker right here who needs some nuts.
Rick Ross is who he should have slapped for that song, Entanglements, if he was going to slap anyone.
Yeah, Rick Ross, that was some low shit anyway. I can't say I've ever bought Rick Ross music. There's some songs that I like. That Purple Lamborghini with Skrillex I really like. But that was some low shit to do. Look, people was, like I said at the time, people are comfortable with Will Smith being just who he is. A nice guy that wasn't gonna do no nigga shit. But then he did some nigga shit and everybody lost their fucking mind. Well, he was under a lot of pressure. People was talking shit about his ass for a long time. A whole fucking year after what Jada fucking did. And just like these 7 bitches who decide to have a baby by a dude that don't want no babies by you or anybody else. Everybody letting Jada escape with what the fuck she did and holding Will accountable for it happened. Like he put August's dick in that bitch.
Friendly control point nearby.
I still think she should be up on some kind of charges. That's fucking gross. Your son's friend? Bitch. Was there nobody else available? You ain't got no personal trainer or nothing? How fucking embarrassing. And then a nigga so pussy sprung.
Where is the Marlin special located?
It is on HBO Max. It's called God Loves Me.
HBO Max.
Yeah. It's called God Loves Me.
It's on HBO Max.
And he do.
Artisan, do a watch party.
Yeah, I have to show up to the watch party. I'll put that shit on tonight if you want. Y'all show up for it, I will put it on. 'Cause I already watched it, but I can laugh about that shit again. Look, comedy is comedy. Funny is funny. You don't have to agree with it for it to be funny. Funny is as funny is.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Lol, damn, she could have been respectful and done the personal trainer.
Yeah, that would have been respectful. Keep it in house. Fuck your trainer. You see, fucking Schwarzenegger fucked the nanny, and she was ugly as sin. But like BGS would tell you, proximity, motherfucker.
The fact that it was their son's friend.
Yeah, that is like all kinds of wrong. That means she needs somebody to think highly of her. She's getting an ego boost out of that shit. She was not lying when she was talking about she was on that
And on top
on that shit on that red table talking about she had some stuff to work out with herself. Yeah, you did. You need a wounded bird. My wife had the same issue. She need a wounded bird to take care of. The first dude she cheated with was that dude had 2 chicks at home. 2. His girl and a girl she brought in. And gave my goofy ass wife a damn sad story about how they cut him out of the picture when he was just so sad. This little fugly looking fucking dude. I'm like, God damn, you couldn't have did no better than that? Jesus. He got 2 bitches at home. You fuck the dude that got 2 bitches at home, but you won't give me a threesome. Ain't that a bitch? Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Goofy shit. Flat out fucking goofy. But then don't want nobody to talk about it.
Entanglement meant she had not accepted responsibility for what she did.
No, that...
Her ex-wife was probably very nurturing and sensitive. If you think about it, Jada is like them predatory aunt/old women/mom's friend.
Yeah. Jada, if you guys ever read 50 Shades of Grey, Jada is Mrs. Robinson. Jada is a Mrs. Robinson. Mrs. Robinson was Christian Grey's adopted mother's friend who took that boy and turned him the fuck out, turned him into her sex slave. That's what the fuck she did. She's the one who made Christian Grey the way he is.
Yeah, those women who end up trying to have sex with their friend's son.
This is somebody perpetually who don't necessarily want to grow up. They want to be in the lauded position over dudes and shit. And sometimes they cannot. Like, Jada shitting on Will's accomplishments is because she didn't have those accomplishments. That's why she shits on him so hard. She give a fuck as long as it's beneficial to her. That's why she drug him on that red table talk. But Will too good of an actor. That shit worked against his ass because we done seen you crying on screen, my nigga.
Yeah, don't forget Sister Johnson in the church.
Yeah, Sister Johnson. Forget about Miss Parker. Somebody gotta knock the dust off that shit. So, and ex-wifey, she is a nurturing type, but she suffers from needing that mother figure, right? So I'm not shitting on her. We talked about this shit before, but because of that, she always ends up following some bitches who ain't about shit and will give her advice that ain't about shit. Like Kevin would tell y'all, single women keep women single, right? That's not a lie. It's absolutely true. How do I know that shit? How does Kevin know it? Has to happen to you for you to know that shit. You have to see it. Right? Soon as she got into a place, or the ex got into a place where the woman there was divorced and her husband had ran off with her understudy, she was against anybody around her being married. And all them chicks that looked at her like some mother figure, she was counseling them to be unmarried and single. Problem is, when you got chicks who always want looking for their mama, just like dudes that's always looking for their damn daddy, they end up hooked up with the wrong goddamn people. I don't give a fuck about them like that. Only like having misery all around them, so it makes them better. Makes them seem better about their situation. That chick had a whole cuck and wasn't happy with him and cheating on his ass, but still mad. It wasn't happy. There's a line in The Hustler where Paul Newman starts going at George C. Scott's character Bert and telling him you're a loser and you're not happy until you make everybody dead around you. And that's what she did. Everybody had to get out their marriages one way or another. If they was looking to her for advice, her advice was to blow up your families. Be single. And soft-headed motherfuckers take that kind of goddamn advice and blow up their whole shit. Because I can tell you this for mine, the person that X got with, he ain't more handsome than me. He whiter. He ain't more handsome. Maybe he got a little bit more money. Maybe he don't. Don't matter. That's what the fuck she traded her for. So. There we go. This motherfucker. Yeah, that'll piss him off.
In proximity.
Shoot that motherfucker.
They've been sent here to kill us.
You ain't lying. Shoot back. Aerial patrol, my least favorite adversary. So, God damn it, get out the way! And use this door for cover when you stand in my fucking way. Letting go with the rockets. So, this is where I get my cynical mind from, sort of.
Get ready to go.
So that's my answer when people say, "Who hurt you?" That bitch called life, man. She hurt everybody.
Won't let her
But
get
she gonna
away.
show you. She gonna show you better than anybody can tell you. She gonna show you what she about. And the dysfunction of modern chicks will rear its head.
Don't go off alone, okay?
Won't let them escape.
Bitch, if you get out that fucking door, yeah, my spot. Got one. Get the fuck out the way. Not even shooting. Goddamn Gatling gun out there. Can't get off a shot. Oh, man, get him.
Where are they?
Dude, get the fuck out the way. Stupid ass NPC.
They are making Mortal Kombat 2. I heard they are working on the script right now.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too. As long as they make it better than number one. Technically, that was number two, but it was a remake.
Tomorrow is down for some Biham.
Alright, Joel.
They're moving around me. Don't let them get you.
God damn it. This bitch gonna fucking get me killed. Got a chance to win this with no armor left. Got him.
Detected.
Woo! That was a bit hairy. Because I had no more armor kits left. No more armor kits. And No life. So if I got hit, that shit was gonna be over. That's what you, God damn it!
When Scorpio called his name in the forest, Bihan, I was so excited. I was happy they started it off with a fight with him.
Yeah. That was cool because they should have stuck with that. I didn't need Kung Lao necessarily in this one. They could have kept flashing back for me in that last one just between Old World Scorpion and then Bihan and Sub-Zero. The nature of the fucking feud. Those are two people you come to see anyway, right? They could have did that. Flashing back to the past, forward to the descendant in the future. And it didn't have to be that weak ass Cole character. Did not.
Hostile broadcast detected.
They'd have stuck with that, the movie would have been fine, because that's what everybody was in there for. They loved that feudal Japan shit, right? Fuck y'all.
Gonna be good. You're going down.
No. You going down.
AL raised fist, medium dark skin tone.
What up, D. Scott? We're gonna go taking back the same thing I just took back again for the upteenth goddamn time.
The fact that they made reptile a reptile disrespectful.
Yeah.
Raised fist, medium dark skin tone.
I heard somebody else mentioning that shit too, that they want reptile to be a ninja again and not a fucking reptile. I like how they did it in the original Mortal Kombat movie. I was fine with that. You went to the netherworld, it was this reptile, it was following your asses around. Motherfucker jumped into one of them, got pulled into one of them bodies. He got up and started kicking the shit out of you because you're in the nether realm. Fine. It's Asian culture. It doesn't have to make sense to ours. But I always like Reptile being a person, because then it makes it a style that he's doing and not who he is. It's a style. So I like all those ninjas wearing that Lin Kuei garb. They all have a different style. Similar costumes, different styles. And it works. Get off of that shit.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Bring your ass down here.
How do you like my...
How do you like your ribs? That's what Action Jackson said. So I learned from Action Jackson. How do you like your ribs? Shout out to Carl Weathers.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Minigun.
Get on it. Minigun mini. Minigun active. Oh, I was missing bad.
Have you heard a new Mortal Kombat is supposed to be coming out at the end of the year?
No, they're not.
I got you. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'd be glad too, because y'all be dead to the motherfucker. Sandstorm.
Glad you're on our side.
Mortal Kombat Onslaught.
Is that the new game? Because they ain't giving up that franchise.
You've got some extra time. We really
I think that was on the investors call
Yes.
about the Mortal Kombat. God fucking damn it. The Mortal Kombat movie 2 coming out. Some Harry Potter shit coming out. Lord of the Rings. And Mortal Kombat. I think that was all on the investors call. Which is cool, you know, they playing their hits. I ain't gonna give you too much new. Except for a Vision.
Out towards the end of the year.
Yeah. They fucked that up. I'm gonna wait to see my boy JT go off. They fuck up some Yu Yu Hakusho.
Friendly combatants nearby.
Fucked up. There's a lot of black geeks that really love that shit. You fuck that up, there's gonna be some problems. Cause them motherfuckers silent but deadly. That's gonna be some shit.
I was kind of upset that they hadn't announced an Injustice 3.
I thought Injustice was a title that kind of played itself out already.
No, not the Yu Yu.
Reinforcements incoming.
Like, you didn't need a lot of Injustice games because the concept was there. You knew what the concept was, and that was it. You didn't need a bunch of them. There was really no point.
Friendly combatants detected.
Unless you were really just trying to